Hey neighbor, 2025, March, we're about the middle of March here. It's normally the time of year, man, we're all in on planting stuff. This year is a little different. I've seen this happen before. We got a late Easter. We're still having some cool weather come in, 45 degrees here this morning. I'm in South Georgia at 9A. It's still cool. It's still probably a little cooler than normal. I checked soil temperatures this morning. At 2 inches, we're at 48 degrees. At 4 inches, we at 50 degrees. So this year may be a little different on when we can start certain vegetables in the garden. Now, summer squash that I have right here, we're gonna go over this a little later, how I'm gonna plant these today, and I'm gonna have a little insurance policy on that. But let's run through real quick what you can plant in the garden right now. That being said, look here, I've already planted my radishes, my beets, my bunching onions, and all that stuff, but you still have time to plant those if you have not. I plant mine a little bit earlier so they come off. Right now, I'm all in on summer gardening. Man, I'm all excited about it. I'm ready to get into it. The winter garden stuff, I still got cabbage planted and all that kind of stuff, but my mind is set on summer stuff, and that's where I'm at right here. I can't get out of it, but it's still a little cool. Let's talk about all those things that you can plant right now if you have it. Like I said, bunching onions, spinach, all that kind of stuff. I just started some lettuce a day or two ago. 45 days maturity. You still got time to get lettuce in. All those cool season stuff, if you have not planted and you want to plant it, now's the ideal time to do it. I've moved on. You're going to have to move on from that pretty quick. And let's switch over to summer warm season stuff. Well, the greenhouse is where it's happening right now, middle of March, because we got all kind of things started and we're still starting a lot of more things. Melons. I've got my watermelons already started. If you've not started your melons, you need to start them now. It generally takes about 4 weeks. If we plant our watermelons now, they're going to be coming off about the middle of April. It's going to be perfect for southern gardeners here. I've got Sweetie Pie planted as my pollinator here. It's a great small size. It is a seeded watermelon. It's a good one. And I got a seedless variety the breeder sent me to try out this year, a new one. So I got some seedless and some seeded ones there. If you like to plant cantaloupes, I planted Tasty Bites last year. They did wonderful. Honey Rock is another great variety there, and they several honeydew type watermelons if that's your thing to plant, but you need to get them planted now. Transplant them out in the garden sometime in April. Of course, if you don't have your tomatoes planted yet, get them planted. Your peppers need to be planted as well. I planted mine about 3 weeks ago. But if you don't have them planted, you still take time, get them in there and get them going good. These things we hope to transplant out about the middle of April right there. You know, Easter is late this year. And the old timers always said we got a late Easter, we got a late spring. And that's what I'm anticipating this year. Most of the time, I would have more things planted in the garden than what I do now. But I think we need to hold off just a little bit more than we normally do. Now, inside the greenhouse, Mama Hoss has got all kind of herbs started, flowers started, and all kind of crazy stuff. We should be finding all that. Some of those take 8 weeks, so we should be in good shape to plant those as they come off there. Now, let's go back out the garden and let's talk about summer squash strategy. Normally speaking, summer squash is the first warm season crop you can plant in the garden every spring. These things will come up and grow in cooler soils than anything else I know of as far as warm season garden crops right here. I've seen these planted as early as late February and they come up. Now that's on a normal year where we have a Easter on into the 1st of April here. We have a little bit more warmer weather than what we have right now. I looked at the 10-day forecast this morning. We got one more cold spell coming in that's going to be in the 40s. Hopefully that'll be the last one. We should be fine on these summer squash. So the summer squash that I'm going to be planting today, and I'm going to plant them in raised beds because that just works out for me now. Raised beds, soil temperature is normally a little warmer than what our in-ground is, so this should help me. So the varieties I'm going to be planting today is Golden Delight zucchini. And I've been planting this for the last few years. This is that strange yellow zucchini. I like this one right here. And again, these summer squashes, they mature out quick, 50 days to maturity. I love this one right here. The next one I'm going to plant is a regular zucchini. Now, the Spineless Beauty right here, that is your standard good hybrid green zucchini right there. And I'm going to be planting that today. And then what about that old yellow squash, the one that we're all familiar with? Gentry right there is the best one, hands down to me. This variety right here is easy to grow. It'll grow just about in any condition right here. And it's got a nice yellow smooth skin to it. In my opinion, this is the best yellow squash out there. And we got to throw something a little strange in there. I love growing these sunburst squash right here. These things are a little different. Now, if you've never grown these, I wouldn't plant a lot of them, but plant you a few of these. They have a nutty flavor to them that's unlike the other squash. They're pretty, they're unusual. They're just fun to grow. 45 to 50 days to maturity. All right, I'm doing something this year I normally don't do. I'm planting an insurance policy of these summer squash. It's kind of a bragging thing around here, whoever gets the first squash off. So I need to make sure I got a backup plan. Normally speaking, those seeds I plant in those raised beds come up, but with the cool weather, I just don't know. I know my germination is not going to be as good as it would be if my soil was really warm. So that's the reason I'm planting me a backup crop of squash in the greenhouse. Now, I consider squash a low value crop because it's so easy to grow and it's so quick. So I normally wouldn't do this. It will work, but I'm planting these in a little larger tray today, and I'm going to do this as a backup plan. If something happens out there, I can grow these out and I can transplant these out, still have a good crop of early squash. All right, folks, here's my backup plan. I have got 12 sales or 12 plants of each variety right here. I should get close to 100% germination in this controlled greenhouse here where I control the temperature and the moisture and all that kind of stuff here. May not need them, but this is my insurance policy. Now my green beans and my butter beans, that some of you call lima beans, my cucumbers, I'm gonna wait till next month to direct seed those into the ground. I think it'll be good timing to wait on those right there. Normally speaking, they need a little bit warmer soil temperature to get going. Sweet corn, I normally plant my sweet corn the middle of March, but I think I'm gonna hold off a little bit this year with these cool soil temps. I may sneak it in toward the end of March if everything warms up. If not, I'm gonna wait to the 1st April, because I'm going to tell you what, these cool soil temps will have a dramatic effect on how much seed germination and how our seed germinates. So it's important to pay attention to. Some years we kind of have to shift things a little bit. This year it looks like it's going to be one of those late springs. Take that all into account when you're planning out your garden.